Thank you for joining us on this edition of MSU Inside Out. I'm Amy Olson.
And I'm Kyle Patterson.
Well, Kyle, this past week was midterms week here on campus. Did you survive it?
I have a test Monday.
Oh, well, good luck on that. And
Thank you.
Also coming up next week is registration for next semester. So I know you're graduating in the spring. Are you excited to put those final classes in that enrollment shopping cart?
Big time.
And I know that we have Juan that's going to be telling us a little bit more about enrollment.
Juan, I heard that something about enrollment numbers came out, official numbers, right?
Yeah, the official numbers came out. They're a little down, but I don't think we really have anything to worry about, especially right now. MSU enrollment is down 2.7% this fall compared to last fall's numbers, a total of about 97 students. President Fuller says that housing and energy industry continue to impact locally. Ward County showed a 5% decrease in enrollment, and other counties such as Divide and Williams also showed decreases. However, flat tuition rates continue to bring students in from states such as Arizona, California, Florida, and Michigan. Numbers also seem to be increasing in transfer and international students as well. MSU may be a safer place after Wednesday. The Department of Justice awarded $300,000 grant to MSU and the Rural Crime and Justice Center. The grant comes from the Department of Justice on violence against women, and it is designed for higher education institutions to establish multiple ways to combat crime against women. The MSU proposal included a 4-point plan: prevention and education, establishing support mechanisms for victims, creating and implementing training for faculty and staff, and law enforcement. Teachers are an important asset to the students and to the school, but some people may overlook their value to the community. Robert Kibler, an English professor here at Minot State, is running for a House seat in District 38. I had a chance to catch up with him yesterday. We spoke on many things, but here is what he had to say about how the flood aftermath was handled.
If you were in Canada and you were flooded out, you got $250,000, no questions asked, to make your life whole again. We've been told by representatives of the wealthiest state in the nation at this point that there's no hope of making people whole. And I would question why not.
We also discussed study abroad, the economy, and pathways to success. Here's what he had to say about pathways.
It's an obvious fit on paper. What it misses, it seems to me, is that for the last 10 years, MSU, particularly MSU, and exclusively MSU, has really made strides to separate itself, significantly separate itself from the rest of the four-year pack. And the tier program wants to pull us back down and make us a regional college again.
We wish Mr. Kibler the best of luck on his campaign. In national news, authorities thwart a terrorist plot to blow up the New York Federal Reserve building with a 1,000-pound bomb this last week. Qazi Mohammed Razanwal Ashan Nafis is a 21-year-old man from Bangladesh, is in custody. He has been here since January on a student visa, and authorities say he has been plotting since the day he got here, and at one point was looking for recruits. One of the people he approached was an FBI informant. Nafis was under heavy FBI surveillance since. The informant helped take Nafis down by buying him fake fertilizer and making the bomb non-functional. Officials say he was not receiving any instruction from any terrorist organization. We can take it from national security here to a little bit of local security. What do we have going on here, Kyle?
Oh, we have something going on tonight already. It's Take Back the Night. We'll get more information here very soon. Well, I'm here today with Katie Davis, your president of the Student Social Work Organization, and we're here to talk about Take Back the Night Walk, which takes place tonight at 7 p.m. at Old Main. Thanks for joining me here today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Well, first off, what is Take Back the Night?
Take Back the Night is a international outreach for people to break the silence, in a sense, that just to get people talking in communities about domestic violence and sexual assault cases.
Okay, so how did the SSWO get involved with the event with the Minot Domestic Violence Crisis Center then?
Actually, the Domestic Violence Crisis Center has been in charge of the Take Back the Night in the past, and they just wanted kind of a new look on or new fresh ideas is what they pitched to us, and then we kind of took it over, and it's been really interesting getting to plan the event, and we have one girl who chaired it, and she's been working her butt off on it, so we're excited to see how tonight goes.
Okay. So what are they exactly doing tonight then?
Well, like you said, we're meeting at Old Main on the stairs at 7 o'clock, and we're going to walk across campus. I'm not exactly sure the route, but they have that all planned out. And then we're going to end up back in the atrium in the student center. We're going to have refreshments, and actually we're going to have a local speaker. She's going to speak a little bit about her history with domestic violence, and she actually had utilized the Domestic Violence Crisis Center at one time too. So she's going to come and talk to everybody that comes out to walk. So.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Why is it important to raise awareness for such things like this?
Well, I just feel it's so important because it affects so many people, and whether or not we're actually aware of it, it's our neighbors, and I feel that we need to be aware of that because it impacts more people than we know.
Okay. What else can people do to help then? An event like this event probably helps raise awareness. Is there other things people can do?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things is just talking about it, and not having a stigma with domestic violence and sexual assault cases, because it is real and it happens. And if people talk about it, that's the first step in getting help.
Okay. So you said to break the silence is the theme. So can you explain Break the Silence roughly?
Break the Silence, I'm not sure really when it started with Domestic Violence and Awareness Month. But Break the Silence is basically not being afraid to talk about it. Whatever happened, just breaking that silence and bringing it up and making it an issue in the community and in your personal life too. So.
Okay. President of the SSWO, do you have any other events coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a fun time of year. We also do Freeze 'em for a Reason.
All right.
Which is, it's pretty much that's what our claim to fame is for SSWO.
Okay.
Freeze 'em for a Reason will be on November 17th. So it's going to be on a Saturday this year. We're hoping to get a bigger crowd, and we got Fargo SSWO coming, and it should be a fun time. So.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about tonight's event or anything?
Just come out and support your local SSWO and Domestic Violence Crisis Center. Learn some new things and new hints if you need them. So.
Thank you. And for more information, just contact Alicia Lopez. There's on the screen at alicia.lopez at the Minot State email, or the Domestic Violence Crisis Center at 852-2258. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Make sure they bundle up tonight, right?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up here on MSU Inside Out, we have Marcus live at the Dome. Then we have Amy's interview with Daniel Johnson, sports with Shane Court, and weather with Derek Hackett coming up next.
It's been a beautiful week in the Magic City, if you happen to be a kite. But will the Prairie Hurricanes continue to roar throughout the weekend? I'll have more on that right after Shane Court with sports. Thank you to our underwriters.
MSU Red and Green, Minot State University's weekly newspaper.
Nice Impressions for all your printing and marketing needs, where you will meet nice people and will be impressed with your printing.
MSU Theater, we strive to be vigilant.
Minot State University Athletic Department, go Beavers.
MidwestOilJobs.com, find your dream job in the Bakken.
Me Mexico, located at 301 40th Avenue Southwest, authentic Mexican cuisine.
I Keating Furniture World, where exciting things are always happening.
Fiance Bridal, located downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Digital Office Center, Minot's Xerox headquarters.
KIZZ-FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
97 Kicks FM, today's hot new country.
KZPR-FM, Minot's rock station, 105.3 The Fox.
KMXA FM, Minot's best music mix, Mix 99.9.
KCJB AM, 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Walmart on South Broadway for tremendous opportunities and growth.
Sodexo for food service and catering, located in Minot State University.
Minot State University Art Department, featuring galleries across the Minot State campus.
MSU Inside Out. We have a lot of stuff coming up yet. We have some sports, weather, and we also have your interview, I believe, right?
Yes, we do. But first, we're going to talk with Marcus Hendrickson, who has some suggestions about something fun we can all do tomorrow night. Marcus?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Minot State women's basketball team player Alicia Speedy Jones. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You guys are kicking off the 2012-2013 season tomorrow night with Light Night with Beaver basketball. But before we get to that, let's kind of talk about what you hope out of this upcoming season for you guys. You're entering the season getting competition in the NCAA Division II and the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. What do you hope to get out of this season?
Hopefully we can surprise a couple of people, and we want to try to advance to the tournament our first year in, so that's a big goal that we have for the team.
And coming off last year of 11 and 15, what are some things that you hope to carry from last season? You're new to the team, but what are some things that you hope to gain from last season and propel it to this season?
Hopefully from what we gained from last season, I'm pretty sure they played some tougher teams into the conference, so some of the returners already know what to expect. And they're pushing the newcomers and to just giving us what to expect for the next up-and-coming teams we're playing. So we're pretty excited to get some new competition and stuff.
And kind of give us an idea of your team this year, some of the returning players as well as some of the new players. What does the team look like this year?
I feel like we're really a fast team. We're going to really surprise some people on our speed. We have our post player, Carly, and she's probably one of the fastest big men I've ever seen in my life. So she's going to be killing these 5 players. We have the 2 guards returning. Well, technically like 3. We have Lauren, Sakara, Franny, and then plus Morgan, who can shoot the lights out anywhere. So those newcomers are giving us, the returners are giving us something good. And then we have like myself and some of the freshmen coming in. Everybody's just pretty fast, so we just have a good team coming in.
Sounds like you guys have a lot to look forward to as that season comes together. Now let's talk about tomorrow night with Late Night with Beaver basketball. What are some of the events that students can look forward to coming to that?
They can look forward to this dunk competition. I'm pretty sure the guys team is going to surprise some people. We have a dunk competition for the girls, lower the goals. We have 3-point competitions, and we also have a dance-off that's going to be going on as well. So
a dance-off, huh? Yeah. That sounds pretty exciting. As far as that is concerned with the men's basketball team, what have you learned from them as far as integrating the 2 squads?
They're very, very competitive and things like that. I haven't really seen them practice too much, but from what I heard, they're so much better from last year. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be surprising some people as well.
And everyone wants to know, how did you get the nickname Speedy?
I got it when I was in elementary school from when I used to play in the youth centers. And actually, I didn't know it was my nickname. People kept saying Speedy, Speedy, and I thought it was a boy who they was talking about and found out it was me. So it just stuck with me since elementary school.
Sounds like it fits then. Well, she is the new star on the team. Your coach Green has said that you're a solid player, a great student, and a great person. So we have a lot to look forward to with you in the upcoming season with the Beavers. Thanks for being with us today. That was Alicia Jones, Speedy, for those who know her. You can look forward to exciting events this year with the Beavers. You can go to Late Night tomorrow night at 8 p.m. in the Dome. It's free of charge, and there will be free pizza. And you can catch the Beavers' first home scrimmage on October 27th. So I'll come out for that. It is free of charge with your student ID. And let's take it back to the host in the studio.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm here today with Daniel Johnson, the lead in the upcoming play Tartuffe. Daniel, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
So Tartuffe is a French comedy by Molière. Can you tell us a little bit about the plot?
Well, it's not in French, so that'll be nice. You don't have to learn another language to go to it. But Yeah, it's a classic French farce. It's kind of weird in the fact that it all rhymes. Every line essentially rhymes, and it sort of was the prototypical French farce that sort of set the
tone for the genre?
Yes, how's that? That's great, thank you.
And the title of the play itself, Tartuffe, actually foreshadows some of the events in the play. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Yes, well, Tartuffe, who I am playing, is a bit of a scoundrel and, well, in the name means imposter, as we know. And so he pretends to be something that he's not. He pretends to be a very pious, holy man when in fact he's, well, he might be pious, but he's not a very good man.
And as an actor, you mentioned that the play presents a unique challenge with all of the rhyming dialogue. How did you and the other actors conquer the delivery of those difficult lines?
Well, I think it's just staying true to the line itself. It oftentimes runs through. It helps not to sing it, sort of. You know, it's like da 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 da. You know, you can't get a rhythm really, or else it's just going to sound like you're saying nursery rhymes or something. Right. So just being in it, just living in it. That's all I can say.
And Tartuffe is directed by Kevin Newharth, one of the professors here at MSU, and the play premiered in the 1660s. What made the MSU Theater Department choose this play?
Well, I think it premiered right around when Kevin was born, so... No, it's a favorite of Kevin's. I know he's directed it before. He likes... He wanted to do it. I think he likes the challenge that it poses to us newbies, actors and theater people. You know, it's not something that's easy, I think, is probably why he wanted to do it. And it is funny and it is timeless. It has themes that are always recurrent and relevant.
And we've already spoke with other people about the 24-hour play festival, and now we're speaking about Tartuffe. What other events can we look forward to from the theater department?
The Freshman 10, which is an evening of short plays written by upperclassmen, directed by upperclassmen, and then starring even younger theater, not even majors, just anyone that we can find to be in our 10-minute plays. And that, I don't even know the date for that. So,
okay. Well, another thing to look forward to upcoming from the theater department. And then, like we said, Tartuffe will be running this October 23rd through 27th in Alshire Theater at 7:30 p.m. Daniel, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you.
And also upcoming this weekend is a busy week for the MSU volleyball team. Shane, can we expect another win from them?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, coming off a big win on Tuesday, the headline was Super Saul. So I'll get into that because I don't know, you probably don't know what that means.
I
But
don't.
let me explain it. It was a Tuesday night to remember for freshman Mallory Saul as she blasted a career-high 30 kills. More importantly, her performance helped Minot State's volleyball team to win their first Northern Sun Conference matchup. The Beavers beat conference rival University of Mary in 4 sets, winning the first two 25-23 and 25-20, then finishing off the win in the 4th set by a score of 25-23. Saul wasn't the only Beaver that had a big game, as sophomore Emily Byrne contributed 51 assists in the match. Head coach Travis Ward feels like the team's success relies on their hard work.
It was a great match on Friday night, and then a little rough on Saturday. Playing a little bit better team probably on Saturday, as well as just dealing with our injuries and getting tired. We're down to 8 players right now, and trying to work through that process is never easy and always a challenge. And we had, our best player was kind of down with the flu this week, and I think she just wore out on Saturday. Went from 27 kills on Friday night to 8 kills on Saturday, and that's pretty tough to make do with that. So we're fine, and we're getting better every week, and that's important, and that's kind of what the theme of this year is with as many injuries as we had.
And what are you looking forward for the upcoming weekend and tomorrow's night?
I think the biggest thing for tomorrow's night is to continue learning. I think, like I said, that's kind of the theme for the year, is to get better every week and to keep, I think that's probably always the thing that we should have as a team.
The girls head out on the road this weekend as they play University of Sioux Falls on Friday and then head to Marshall, Minnesota to play against the #1 ranked Southwest Minnesota State on Saturday. The Minot State soccer team didn't allow a goal all weekend as they won both their matches 1-0. Senior Marie Torres was the goaltender between the pipes for the Beavers as she saved all 11 shots over the 2 games. The ladies started off the weekend on Saturday being Wade State College. They scored just 3 minutes into the game by an own goal from the Wildcats. The Beavers were then able to fend off the 4-8 Augustana Vikings on Sunday when Ryan Rafferty scored the only goal of the game in the 70th minute. The 2 wins helped the ladies maintain their 6th ranked position in the NCAA Division II Women's Soccer Central Region. Maintaining that 6th position keeps them in the hunt for a postseason berth. You can check out the 10-3 Beavers at home this weekend as they play Bemidji State on Saturday starting at 11. Then they play University of Minnesota Crookston Sunday afternoon starting at 1. Both games are held at Herb Parker Stadium. The Minot State University Athletic Department has voted to add 4 former student athletes, 1 team, and 1 Special Achievement Award winner to its Athletic Hall of Fame. The 2012 Hall of Fame class includes Michelle Hoff, Harry Mills, Ken Vetter, Lisa Hodgins, the 2003 Minot State men's cross-country team, and Special Achievement winner Joe Elmy. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony will take place during halftime of the Beavers' home football game against the University of Minnesota Crookston this Saturday. A banquet will be held in honor of the 2012 inductees at the Conference Center on the 3rd floor of the Minot State Student Center. The proceeding will begin with a social at 6 p.m. and then the banquet at 7 p.m. For more information or to purchase a ticket for the banquet, contact the Minot State Athletic Department at 852-3041. That's 852-3041. The St. Louis Cardinals are 2 wins away from the World Series appearance in consecutive years. The defending champs got a clutch 2-run home run from Matt Carpenter in the 3rd inning of last night's game to help them win the game 3-1. Carpenter, who wasn't supposed to be in the game, was playing because he subbed in for the hurt Carlos Beltran after he went down with a strained left knee in the 1st inning. The 2 teams return to action tonight as Tim Lincecum will be on the bump for the Giants and Adam Wainwright will go for the Cardinals. In the American League, the Detroit Tigers and New York Yankees got rained out before they even started as the game was postponed to 3 o'clock today. An update on that score right now is 6-0 Detroit in the top of the 6th. So, Kyle, I know I'm a pretty big fan of Detroit. I know you think because I'm Canadian. Toronto. I jumped on the bandwagon. Toronto's like here, Detroit's like down there, so pretty much the same thing.
I don't think that. You know that, Shane. Well, there's a lot of sports going on.
Hopefully they'll sweep today anyway.
Thanks, Shane.
No problem.
No problem. So, Amy, we have a lot of events coming up this weekend, but there's one key factor that plays into all this.
Yes, the weather. So right now it's windy, it's rainy, it's cold. Derek, please tell me that there's going to be a little change in that for this next week.
Well, Amy, you and I might get along just fine this week because I have some good news. It's this high wind system that we're going through right now is actually going to move to the southern central part of North Dakota this weekend, so we're looking at the weather being much better this weekend. But let's go look at the weather center over here for our current temperatures. Right now in the Magic City, it is 45 degrees. It's not terrible, but it is, of course, windy. Quite the overcast for us. That's keeping the humidity in from the rain, but the clouds will dissipate a little bit later, dropping the humidity down to about 45% or so. But we're getting gusts up to about 37 miles an hour. It's still fairly windy, but as we look towards tomorrow, Friday, the weather's going to look up. 51 degrees here in the Magic City. That's gonna be a nice change of pace, really. Like I said, the 60-mile-an-hour prairie hurricanes will start to move to the southern central portion of North Dakota into South Dakota. So we're looking at a much calmer weather for us. Even on the eastern side of the state, little rain on the east side, but that's 20 to 30% chance of rain. Nothing too major over there. West side of the state, nice over there. 56 in Dickinson, 57 in Williston as we look at tomorrow evening. Still a calm night. The winds will be at about 9 to 13 miles an hour there as we hit 36 in the Magic City and 34 in Bismarck. So across the board in the state, it should be pretty nice. But now Saturday's where the good news comes in. We're looking at mid to lower 60-degree temperatures here in Minot for kickoff at the football game, as the Beavers are still at home this week. 64 in Minot to be averaging out. That's our high anyways, and 41 degrees will be our low, but that'll come towards the evening. 68 in Bismarck, beautiful weather down there, but they'll be a little bit windier, about 15 to 20 mile an hour winds in Bismarck. As we look towards Saturday evening, it's still another calm evening. Clear, but we might get some rain, 30% chance of rain in Minot Saturday evening, mostly towards the beginning portion of our evening. As the night goes on, it will dry up slightly. And Grand Forks looking at a little rain, as well as the western side of the state. Dickinson and Williston looking like they might get some rain as we look towards Sunday. Sunday, it's going to cool down a little bit from Saturday, but still not bad. 53 degrees in the Magic City as we look at Sunday night. It will still be pretty nice, but calm, clear, 33 degrees in Minot. But let's look at our extended forecast for the rest of the week. We will have 47 degrees as our high on Monday and 45 degrees on Tuesday with a slight chance of rain, 30%. Wednesday, rain might come back as well. So we get a nice weekend, but looks like middle next week we might get some rain again. So.
Well, as long as those winds die down, it should definitely prove for some better weather.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
big time.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Derek. And coming up next week on MSU Inside Out, we can look forward to a little bit of a fun episode as we'll be doing our annual Halloween show next week. So Kyle, do you have your costume all picked out?
Yes, I do. You have to tune in next week, though. But we have lots of events going on. Tonight we have Take Back the Night already, the walk. Then also we have a comedian, which is Sam Comro at the Conference Center on the 3rd floor tonight. Friday, we have the U.S. Air Force Brass and Blue Band playing at Ann Nicole. And also we have late night with Beaver basketball at 8 p.m. And then Saturday, we have soccer versus Bemidji State, and don't forget football.
Well, a busy weekend here at MSU. And today we'll leave you with this week's Song of the Week, which is Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a good night.